Good morning, students. This is Latif sir. Today I am going to discuss about classification of colloids. In the last video, I have discussed about what is colloids and I have told that colloids have two types of phases. One is dispersed phase, another is dispersion medium. And I have already also discussed about differences between colloids, true solution and suspension. Today I am going to discuss about classification of colloids. Colloids can be classified in many ways. First, on the based on physical state of dispersion medium and the dispersed phase. First, on the base of physical state of dispersion medium and dispersed phase, colloid can be classified into 8 classes. One is foam, solid foam, aerosol, emulsion, gel, solid aerosol, sol and solid sol. These are 8 classes of colloids on the basis of physical state of dispersion medium and dispersed phase. And these types of colloids are showing in the table. Okay, so the following table describes the types of colloids along with their examples. So first, if the dispersed phase is gas and the dispersion medium or dispersed medium is a liquid, then the name of the colloid is foam. So foam is gas liquid colloid, where gas is the dispersed phase and dispersed medium is liquid. Examples of foam of this type of colloid is soap, leather, okay, whipped cream, soda water, froth. These are example of gas liquid colloid, that is foam, example of foam. Second, if dispersed phase is gas and dispersion medium is solid. If dispersed phase is gas and dispersion medium is solid, then the name of the colloidal solution is solid foam. This is known as solid foam. Gas solid colloid, which is solid foam. In solid foam, the dispersed phase is gas and dispersion medium is solid. Example of solid foam: cake, bread. Okay, these are some example of solid foam, one type of colloid. And next, if dispersed phase is liquid and dispersed medium is gas, then the name of the colloidal solution is aerosol. So in aerosol, dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is gas. Example of aerosol: mist, fog, cloud. These are example of aerosols, one type of colloidal solution. Next, liquid, that is dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium also liquid. So liquid colloid is also known as emulsion. So example of emulsion: milk, cream, butter, oil in water. All these are example of emulsion. And emulsion is one type of colloidal solution in which dispersed phase and dispersion medium both are liquid. And if next type, if the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersed medium is solid, then the colloid formed is known as gel. If dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is solid, then the colloidal solution is known as gel. Example of gel: curd, cheese, boat polish, etc. These are example of gel, some colloidal solution, one type of colloidal solution. And if dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is gas, then the colloid form is known as solid aerosol. Example of solid aerosol: smoke, dust. These are solid aerosol. Now, if the dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid, then the colloidal solution is formed is known as sols. Example of sols: paint, cell fluid, ink. These are example of sols. Okay, and if both dispersed phase and dispersed medium all are solid, then the colloidal solution is known as solid sols. Example of solid sols: alloys, glass, colored glass, gemstone. These are example of solid sols. Okay, you have to remember all these type of colloidal solution and their dispersed phase, dispersion medium and examples. Now next type, based on the nature of interaction between the dispersion medium and dispersed phase, based on the nature of interaction between the dispersion medium and dispersed phase, colloid can be classified into two classes: lyophilic colloids and lyophobic colloid. So first is lyophilic colloid. This is based on interaction between dispersion phase and dispersion medium. So what is lyophilic colloids? Lyo means liquid, philic means loving, liquid loving. If the dispersed phase has an affinity for the dispersion medium, if the dispersed phase has an affinity for the dispersion medium, then the colloid is called lyophilic colloid. That means this is because lyo means liquid or solvent, which is dispersion medium, and philic means loving. That means dispersed phase has an affinity for the dispersion medium. Example of lyophilic colloids: starch, rubber, protein. These are one type of lyophilic colloids. Okay, and these lyophilic colloids also known as intrinsic colloids. And next type of colloids is lyophobic colloids. In lyophobic, lyo means liquid and phobic means fairing. So liquid fairing colloids. So if the dispersed phase has a little or no affinity for the dispersion medium, if the dispersed phase has little affinity or no affinity for the dispersion medium, then the colloid is known as lyophobic. That means liquid fairing colloid. Or you can also say these are liquid hating colloids. And these colloids are very unstable. They are unstable, okay, and they require stabilizing agent for their preservation. And these lyophobic colloids also known as extrinsic colloids. Example of lyophobic colloids: salts of metals like silver, salts of metals like silver and gold, salts of metallic hydroxide. These are example of lyophobic colloids. Now based on classification of colloids based on the types of particles of the dispersed phase. Based on the types of particles of the dispersed phase, colloid can be classified as multimolecular colloids, macromolecular colloids, and associated colloids or micelles. So first type of colloids, multimolecular colloids. When the dissolution of smaller molecule of substance or a large number of atoms take place, they combine to form a species whose size is in the range of colloidal size. The species formed is known as multimolecular colloids. That means multi molecules combine to give a colloid. So what is multimolecular colloid? When the dissolution of smaller molecule of a substance or large number of atoms take place, they combine to form a species whose size is in the range of colloidal size. Then the species is formed is known as multimolecular colloid. For example, the sulfur solution contains particles which have thousands of S8 molecules. This is one type of multimolecular colloid. And next type of colloid is macromolecular colloids. Macromolecular colloids. In this type of colloids, the macromolecules form a solution with a suitable solvent. In this type of colloids, the macromolecules form a solution with a suitable solvent, and the size of particle of this macromolecular solution lies in the range of colloidal particle size. And thus this solution is also known as macromolecular colloids. Example of macromolecular colloids: starch, protein, enzyme, cellulose. These are macromolecular colloids. And next type of colloids is associated colloids or micelles or micelles. What are associated colloids? Some substances act as a strong electrolyte when they are in low concentration. Some substances act as a strong electrolyte when they are in a low concentration, but they react as colloidal solution or colloidal salts when they are in high concentration. And in higher concentration, the particles of these substances aggregate, showing colloidal behavior. So in the high concentration of this substances aggregate to form a colloidal particles, and these aggregated particles are known as micelles, and they are also known as associated colloids. And the formation of micelles occur above a particular temperature called the Kraft temperature, and also above a specific concentration which is called critical micellar concentration. Example of associated colloids are soap and synthetic detergent. Soap and synthetic detergent molecules can form micelle. That means can form associated colloids. Okay, thank you students. These are some classification of colloids you have to read and you have to remember with examples. Okay, bye students.